This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So I'm going to take a look here, see what's going on with natural gas and with crude oil. And today we're going to throw in the old mix of NVDA, NVDA. Now remember, their earnings are coming out here on the 22nd. I know that's a ways away, but you want to keep it on your old back burner. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Remember, the rig count will be out here today at 1 p.m. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. All right, look at this chart. Looks like we're breaking right on out here. Okay, the key level here, what we want to hold is going to be right there, 2.092. And we want to hold this level right here at 2.10. Now, I've been pointing this out here for long time that we really needed to hold this key level. This is that 1.90, and now your 8 days moving up real nice. Now it's actually above. So as long as we hold that 8 day, we can ride that right on up here, just like we did here. Okay, so when your price gets below that 8 day, look what happens. Okay, until you get that reversal, then we can ride it right on up here. So this is actually looking very, very nice. Now today, two key levels that it has to close on is 2.10, very, very key. It has to close above that, and has to close above this basically 2.09 here, 2.8085, 2.9. That would be very, very good because that also be the top of that candle. This would be very, very bullish here going into next week. Now, here we are. So far we had a high of 2.155. So you say, how did it get there? I've been pointing out very, very key levels. First of all, we look at 2.12, and then we go to the next level here. Okay, what do we have? 2.158. That is your next level, and that's pretty much where we're at. And then the following level will be the gap at 2.16. Now, I've been pointing this out here. Go back and look at my charts and my videos. I've been saying once we get above this, then we can go to the gap right there, and then we can start reeling up all of these resistance levels, and then there's the fill. That is going to be your target at 2.42, and then right above it, you got 2.47, and then we have this nice 50 SMA here at that 2.48. So again, that's what we want to do. Now here on the downside, if we can close above this key level here, 2.19, and this 2.10, I mean, and 2.085, then we're looking good. Now again, if that's lost, then what we want to do is then we want to look top of yesterday's candle. Okay, so you're looking at basically that 205 level. Okay, and then again, if that's lost here, then we'll come over here to your 2 level, and then we have 1.97, and then this is what you're looking for right there is that 1.91, and right below it we have that resistance or support level at 1.90. Okay, so very, very good. It's holding this level, acted very, very different from this contract roll to this one here. So we still have that gap, but we worry about that some other time. Right now, if we can just keep on rolling with this, this is going to be looking really good. Now, the seasonality here, this is coming into play. It really hasn't acted like normally what it does. It should be running by now, but maybe we'll start getting to run now. Okay, so again, upside, watch this key level right here. Okay, 2.158. And then right there, 2.168. There is your gap fill, okay? That's what you're looking for as an upside target. If we start rising up here, then we just follow it all the way up till we get the fill right at that 2.42. So we gap and fill. That is our targets here, okay? That's what we're looking for. Downside, very, very critical. You have to hold this 2.10 and that 2.085. Very, very key, that 2.9. So just look at a 2.9, 2.10 area. If you can hold that on a closing basis here, then looks like we can start rallying this here much higher. RSI here looking good. It can move up much higher. Your green is above your red, looking very, very good. MACD here on your weekly, looking very good. RSI, plenty of room to run. Now, okay, so this 8 day here is come down and now looks like it wants to start curling up. Big if, you can get that to start curling up above that 21 day here over time, that will push it right to that green right there, that 2.48, that's that green, that's the 50 simple moving average. Very, very nice. But look how much room you have to run that we can actually run. You can get the 50 day, you have all the way up here. And you can go all the way back here in the threes here, very easy. Then we have that all the way up here, okay, you got 3.85. So there's a lot of room to run. The key is you gotta close above that 100 day and a close above this 21 SMA. That is very, very key, okay? Now, when we look here at these simple moving averages, this is looking very nice. Now, your 8-day crossed above your 50, your 21-day rolling up nice here. Looks like your 21 days rolling up, and your 50-day wants to roll up here very, very nicely. The key, as I say, is this 100-day and that 21-day on a closing basis. Okay, let's take a look here at a hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, here we have your hourly chart and your 4-hour chart. Now you can see here when this gapped up, it held this area here very, very nicely. It's like a 1.90, okay? So it held this level right here very, very nicely, and now look like I say it's breaking on out. Okay, so as long as it held this and it didn't lose that and it come down to that 200-day, and then if you lost that, then you could ratchet all the way down to the gap fill. Okay, but it did not do that. You're holding this almost like a bull flag kind of a situation, and now she's running up here very nicely. Now you can see it's very, very clear here on your 4-hour chart. Very, very good, but you got to hold that price channel. See that? That 2.092. You really just have to hold that. If you can, then this thing can rally right up here and go much, much higher. So that's what we want to watch today on the closing basis is that 2.092. That really has to close above that. And actually that 210, that 21-day on that weekly chart, that would be very good. But you can see here how we were trading this box situation here, okay? Now you went to the top here and you broke out of that box. So now we have room to take her up much higher is what I am thinking here. Okay, now let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, crude oil. Now let's just take a look. Now what we have is yesterday's low was 78.41. Today's low here, 78.25. So now we have another lower low, okay? Series of lower highs and lower lows. That's never what you want to go. You want to go higher lows and higher highs. That's what you really want for bullish. So we have not found a bottom yet here in the crude. What we're looking for is we're looking for this kind of a candle, okay? A bottoming tail, a doji, a red dog, whatever you want to call it. This is what we're looking for right here, okay? That way you can know when you get that bottom in, then you can rally right on up. We don't have that. We just have a mess of red candles that looks like it's sinking right into the earth here, okay? So now what we need to do is you want to watch that 78.85. That's your 50 SMA here on a closing basis today, okay? And also right there, your 78 flat. Now, crude got as low there, I say 78.25, so you're sitting right there. Next level is going to be right there, 77.96. So you're pretty much right there at that 78 flat. Now again, if that is lost, we can follow these candles all the way down here. You're looking at 76.79 here. What do we have here? You got 76.32 on this candle. You got 75.84, and you can come all the way down to this 200-day at 75.05. Very, very easy. But this is looking very, very bearish here. Now, again, I also pointed out, okay, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So what you have here is not an inverse, I mean a head and shoulders pattern. I don't know why I say inverse, but that's just a head and shoulders pattern coming all the way down, which could sink this right down to that 200-day very, very easily once this 21-day and that 100-day is lost. But right now, there's nothing here that says I have to take a long. It just is not right there of anything happening, okay? It's just that simple. Now, for the week, you want to at least close above this 21-day and that 50-day. If not, this is going to go lower, and there's your big target there is going to be that 75.05. Very, very easy. Upside, well, you want to look to the bottom of yesterday's at 78.41. We want to look to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 78.83, and then we can follow the candles. What we have there is 78.963, and then we look 79.90, and then what you're looking for is 80.12. Okay, but what you got, see this 8 SMA rolled right over. 21-day rolling right over. So this is not looking very good here at all. Again, once you get below that 8 simple moving average, then you're just going to just keep rocketing down. So this is what we have. Let me just point it out for you here. Okay, see where you have the blue line, the 8 SMA here? That's what happens. You just keep getting down, and then when it breaks through, it hits that 21-day, couldn't get through, and then down, until you can get up back above it. But once you get below it, that is say good night, Irene. Okay, that's just how that goes. So we got to just see how this all shaking out. Now, again, seasonality is going to be in play. You got Memorial Day, you got the summer driving, 4th of July. August is always a wet and wild month because you got the hurricane season. If you have a big rocketing hurricane season where they got shut down the rigs and everything, that could take crude much, much higher. So basically what we're looking for is a bottoming candle. Once we find a candle similar to this, okay, similar to this, same way we'll look at this, then she can run up higher. Now, there's all different kind of candles that you want to look, even look at old Sticky here, see? He looks like a little cross. Once you get something like that where you have your red candles and then you put in a lower, a low, and then she rockets up and closes high, that's your buying point where you want to get in and then go long. Same way with here. See, it doesn't matter. All the candles are different, but again, they all act the same way. When you get that bottoming tail in there and she closes up, that tells you then you got to get long. Right now, we just do not have it, not even close. Okay, let's take a look here at NVIDIA. Okay, and here we have NVIDIA, your daily and your weekly. Now remember, the earnings are going to be out on the 22nd. Okay, so technology has been really, really good. How I trade technology is now I do buy NVIDIA, and I buy Apple 4 times a year. I buy 2 weeks ahead of time, then I sell it half before earnings and half after earnings. I did in after hours yesterday. I sold the other half. Okay, and then I trade Microsoft, but the easiest way to trade any kind of a tech is with the ETF TQQQ. I'll give you a good example. Okay, so TQQQ right now is up almost 6%. Okay, so if you look at, say, okay, we're looking here at this NVIDIA stock, it's up 3%. Okay, so you're looking at Microsoft up 2%, Meta up 2%, okay, Amazon up 1%, but TQQ is up almost 6%. That's why I like trading it, because it has the juice and it has the basket of all that tech, plus it has Costco in there, and it has Tesla in there, and their two big weighted holdings are Microsoft and Apple, okay? So very, very easy to trade that. It's like a one-stop shopping. But I do like NVIDIA. I think their earnings are going to be really good. But again, see, like Apple, they had their earnings yesterday, and actually their iPhone sales were down 10%. That's very unusual, okay? But they're doing that $110 billion share buyback. That's going to stabilize that stock very, very nicely, okay? So that's what you have. You're always looking for surprises. But NVIDIA, they got it going on. So let's just take a look here first at the downside. Well, you want to watch that 50 SMA. You're looking at 865.03, very, very key. And then we want to look here at that 8 SMA, 852.04. And then we have your 21-day right below it at 851.55. If that is lost, then we just follow the candles, okay? So you look at the bottom there, you're looking at 832. Here you have 812. And then we can just keep rocking this all the way down until you hit your retest at 756, okay? But this chart here now is looking really good. See how your 8-day here is going at, and it's rolling back up here. Now you cross the 21-day, heading for the 50-day. The 50-day is rolling up here very, very nicely. So let's just look at, first of all, you gotta look at today's high so far is 889.47. You come right to the left here, okay? So you have 888.19, okay? So what we're looking for next here is this price channel, okay? That's 907.39. That's what you're looking for, okay, on the upside. And then what we'll do is we'll take this other price channel and bring it right across, which would be the top of this candle. You're looking at 922.25, okay? And then we can just follow the candles, 932.40. Then we'll bring this channel, price channel over, and then what we have is 963.75. And then you have your big retest up there at 974, okay? But it's all going to depend if we can cross above and close above that 907.39. That's your upside target. Very, very simple, okay? If you can close above, then we just ratchet all the way on high, okay? On the downside, it needs to hold that 50-day at 965. You need to hold that 8 SMA, 952, and you need to hold that 21-day. If not, if that's all lost, we follow the candles down till you have your retest, okay? Very, very simple. Now, MACD here, looks like your green is crossing your red here. You're way on the bottom, so it looks like you got a lot of room to run. Your RSI here looking very, very good. RSI here looking very, very good. You know, where you can just roll this right on up here very, very nicely. You got plenty of room to run all the way up over 70. Look how this bullish this was when we came all the way up here. Just because you're over the 70 mark on RSI, that means just you got relatively great strength. And look how nice this held that 8 simple moving average all the way on up here. And then when it lost it, where did it go? Right to the 21. See, this is why you want to trade the charts. That was there. It held that. There's your buying opportunity again. Boom, right back on the old gravy train all the way on up here until you lose it. And then when that price gets below, then you're fighting it the whole way, all the way on down. And then it broke through, and where did it go? Right to that 21 again, and then all the way and down. So these price channels work both ways. If you're on top of it, you're going up. If you're on the bottom of it, it's going down, and then you go to your next level, it can come all the way and down. Now, again, now we're above all the levels here, so that's what we're looking for. Upside 907.39. A close above, we ratchet up to these candles until you hit 974. Okay, weekly chart, very, very nice. Okay, now you close back above the 876.68. That's very, very key. So even when this sold down, okay, we had that big ass red candle, but the following week, what it is, it's right back up there again. This week here, right back up there and left a nice bottoming tail. Looking very, very good. Now, we did get to a little bit of an over a bought situation here, but now it came all the way down here. So let's just see how this all shakes out. So very, very key levels here. Just watch your 50-day, your 8-day, and your 21-day. On the downside, on the upside, right there, 907.39. You close above, we ratchet, take the price channels all the way till you hit 974. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little netty gas, a little crude ski, and some NVDA. Now I'll be back here after the pick close, and we will go a little more in depth on crude, which is falling off a cliff, and natural gas, which is rising up pretty nice. All right, thanks for watching.